Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily Dollars. Today, we are exploring the big changes that are coming to Social Security. So if you or someone you know relies on it, you need to hear this. The Social Security Administration was about to cut key phone services, but after major media attention and public backlash, they suddenly changed course. Now, instead of shutting down phone support, SSA will require all direct deposit changes to be made online or in person starting March 29. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about phone services. This is part of a much bigger battle over Social Security, government spending cuts, and even some wild claims from Elon Musk that have sparked a heated debate. So, what's happening? And how will it affect you? We're breaking it all down right now. But before we dive in, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Daily Dollars for the latest updates. Alright, let's get into it. According to the Washington Post, the SSA was considering eliminating certain phone services, including the ability to change direct deposit details over the phone. This decision was reportedly influenced by the Department of Government Efficiency. However, after media coverage brought attention to the issue, the SSA clarified its position that most SSA phone services will stay the same, but starting March 29, direct deposit changes must be made online, with two-factor authentication or in person at an SA office. DOJ defended the change, saying that 40% of Social Security direct deposit fraud happens through phone calls. They argue that most major banks don't allow account changes over the phone for security reasons, so SSA should follow suit. However, critics argue that removing phone access for direct deposit changes could make things harder for seniors and people with disabilities, especially those who don't have easy internet access or can't visit an SSA office in person. This Social Security policy shift isn't happening in a vacuum. It's part of a broader effort to cut government spending. DOJ has been pushing for workforce reductions across federal agencies, and some reports suggest that the SSA could face staffing cuts, which critics warn could worsen service delays. Meanwhile, in Congress, lawmakers are debating major federal budget cuts, with some proposals aimed at reducing spending by $4.5 trillion. President Donald Trump has supported tax cuts while also promising that Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid won't be affected. But according to a recent report from the Congressional Budget Office, meeting these budget goals without touching those programs could be difficult. So while this specific SSA phone policy is about fraud prevention, it's happening against the backdrop of larger discussions about Social Security's future. Another layer to this story is Elon Musk's recent comments about Social Security fraud. This week, Musk repeated claims that Social Security has millions of dead people still listed as alive in its database. In an interview with Fox Business, he stated, "There are 20 million people who are definitely dead but marked as alive in the Social Security database." Now, here's the thing. While it's true that some Social Security records don't have a date of death recorded, that doesn't mean those people are fraudulently receiving benefits. SSA officials responded, explaining that just because a person lacks a recorded date of death doesn't mean they're wrongly getting payments. There's no evidence of large-scale Social Security fraud linked to deceased individuals. Musk has also suggested that the government needs to cut $500 billion to $700 billion in spending, arguing that most of the federal budget is entitlements and should be significantly reduced. Critics say this aligns with DOJ's aggressive approach to government downsizing, which some believe could weaken essential programs like Social Security. So what does all of this mean for you? Starting March 29, you will no longer be able to change your direct deposit information over the phone. Instead, updates must be made online with two-factor authentication or in person at an SSA office. Despite this change, most other Social Security phone services will remain available, so you can still use the SSA's toll-free number for assistance with other matters. More budget changes could be coming. There's an ongoing debate about federal spending, and Social Security could see further policy shifts. Lastly, be cautious of misinformation. Claims about Social Security fraud should always be verified through official sources before making decisions. This is an evolving issue, and we'll keep you updated as new developments unfold. So, what do you think? Is this policy change necessary to prevent fraud, or is it going to create more problems for seniors and people with disabilities? Let's discuss this in the comments. And if you found this update helpful, Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a Social Security update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.